Well, hey there, guys. This is me, Weedman, and welcome back to the Depression Session Podcast, a podcast where we dig deep and dive deep into our daily lives, feelings, and emotions, and whatever else it is that we say during these intros. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into this topic. So, today's topic that I wanted to cover is just kind of this sort of like empty feeling that I've been feeling these past couple of days. Actively in this moment, it's pretty good, and I'm not really feeling it right now. But over the past couple of days, I have definitely been down and just like I said, kind of empty. It all really started. So last Friday when this is coming out, or the Friday before last, or whatever, I uploaded a video titled "On Vacation" because I went on vacation and just didn't really plan things properly to make a video. So I uploaded that. But I was on vacation and I came back from that vacation and I don't know what it's been, but I have just felt like I guess it's bored. You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of the it's like an empty boredomness, you know what I mean? It's like I feel like I'm not doing anything and I feel like I'm not progressing and I feel like life isn't really going the way that I want it to go. And obviously this is something that's been more than just the past, like week. It's been kind of a persistent feeling for the past couple months. But it's a very like subdued and kind of like under the floor feeling, if that makes sense. Just I don't know, something within me feels like I'm not progressing. I don't know why, which is because like I work hard, you know what I mean? I do, or at least I think I work hard. I've been busting my ass off at my restaurant job for the past couple months. I've been doing this podcast every single week, 3 times a week for like almost like a year and a half at this point. And it's like relatively speaking, if there's something that I genuinely want to do and I genuinely put my mind to it, I get it done. You know what I mean? It might take me a little bit, it might take me a few tries, but at the very least I get it done. So I don't know where this feeling is coming from, but I just feel stuck right now. And funnily enough, I think this might actually be the second podcast I've made on this feeling. Is it? Let me check real quick. Okay, no, it's not. The other one I'm thinking of was Weedman talks about his struggles getting older. This is a very different topic that I'm going to cover. Anyway, that aside, I've just felt really stuck, and I felt stuck for the past couple months, and I've kind of realized, um, let's see, what have I realized? I've realized it is kind of my fault. Or, well, okay, it's not kind of my fault. It is my fault because before these past couple months, I was incredibly fucking locked in, right? Like, I was working, I was going to the gym every single day, I was working on this podcast every single day, I was doing everything I possibly could every single day, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. Genuinely, that is a time in my life I look back very fondly on. Even I say that like it was a couple years ago, but it was really only a couple months, but whatever. I miss being that locked in and that focused on things. I feel like I've lost a lot of focus and a lot of direction. And it's like I feel like I have the same momentum but a wildly different direction. Like I look at what I was doing and how I was doing it and why I was doing it at that time, and then I look at the same thing now, and it's basically the same speed, but this one's kind of been going this way a little bit. And it's kind of weird. It kind of freaks me out. I'm like, don't get me wrong. I get it that everything changes in life and that change is constant and nothing will ever be the same forever. Nor really should it be, because change is what makes you grow and adapt and learn and just become a better version of yourself. But it seems like there's a little bit too much too quickly, or at least for my comfort level, which, obviously it's good to get out of your comfort zone and all that. But at the same time, it's been a lot. It's like I went from literally just working out and podcasting was my only fucking focuses. And I mean obviously work too, but that was, just like a background. Like, yeah, I'm doing this thing, but these are the only two things I'm focusing on right now, to like thinking about like having a girlfriend and different friendships at work and promotions at work, and do I want to continue this side hustle? Do I not? To, oh, I need to start like looking at moving out, and like, do I want to buy an apartment or do I want to get a mobile home or whatever? Oh, do I need a better cars, because my car's getting kind of old, so maybe I should just upgrade it before it completely craps out on me. Just a bunch of different stuff like that, that it's like I feel like I've grown up a lot in these past couple months, and that's a good thing. But I think I lost touch with my youth, which sounds very weird, but I don't know. I got to a point where I felt old. You know what I mean? Like I felt older. Like obviously I wasn't like, oh my god, my back or whatever. Like I wasn't physically old. I was just like mentally, you know what I mean? I felt like I had aged like 10 years in the span of 6 months, which isn't good at least from my understanding of how everything works with psychology and all that. And so that did kind of freak me out a little bit. And so I think going forward, just to kind of like combat this feeling of like being stuck and all of that, I think I'm gonna kind of like take it a step back a little bit and focus on the things that like I genuinely used to enjoy, but I stopped doing it in favor of other things. Things that were like once like I was really super passionate about, like skateboarding, making art and making music. Those were three things that I was so diehard passionate about a couple years ago, and even up until a couple months ago. And I've genuinely missed those things. I really have. I think not doing those has like hurt me a little bit. Like just like who I am as a person, I guess. I don't know. Those are just things that they're just who I are, you know. They're just who I am rather. And not doing those things made me not feel like myself. I really haven't felt like myself for the past couple months. I really haven't. I felt like someone else, and it's weird. It's been a very weird feeling for me. It's like it's so weird to not feel like yourself. Like it feels like you're someone else. It's like obviously you know you're you, but the person who you are you don't recognize. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, back on topic. So don't worry, this isn't a goodbye. The channel's still gonna stay here and it's still gonna stay the same. I have worked too goddamn hard on this thing to give up now. I'm just gonna take more time to like, you know, paint. I have some canvases back there that I bought. I'm gonna start skateboarding more. I'm trying to get back into music, but that's hard. That's rough for me. Making music, it's rough for me mentally just because of how much I wanted it and was so passionate about it, and how that was literally my only dream for years, and I just kind of gave up on it, and that kills me. That really genuinely kills me, and I don't know how to get back into it at this point. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to just lock in and get right with myself and get back in touch with myself and do things that I want to do and do things that I genuinely enjoy, and just really get back on that train of making my life as best as I can. Because that's what I was doing up until a couple months ago, when I was, like I said, just work, gym, and podcast. Is I was just trying to become a better version of myself, and I've still been doing that, and I still have become a better version of myself these past couple months. But I've been nowhere near as locked in as I should be, or quite frankly want to be. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to log back in at least just a little bit and really buckle down and get things going and do whatever it is I have to do to not feel this way anymore, because I've kind of felt this way a lot in my life, and quite frankly I'm tired of it. I don't want to feel stuck or not progressing or worthless or any of those synonyms. I'm tired of feeling that way, and I refuse to. So I'm just gonna do whatever it is I have to do to not. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this podcast helped you out in some way. And if you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe. And remember to come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 p.m. for a new video. And also remember that just like this podcast, depression is just a session and it too soon shall pass. So we'll go ahead and see you guys back here next time we do a podcast. Goodbye.